Speaker. I support the rule that will ensure that every member in this body get at least one bill heard during the session. Last Monday, we had a great prayer by Brian Wiley, and the pastor quoted Alan Alda, and he said, "I've come to learn that there's a difference between pretending to listen to people and actually listening to people. And when people are listening to each other, they're not killing each other." And I thought that was a great prayer for this body. This rule will make sure that regardless of power, remoteness from Olympia, freshman or veteran, everybody will have an opportunity to be heard. As a freshman myself, I'm recently off the campaign trail, and I traveled from community to community. And I found that most people just wanted to be heard. They just wanted somebody to listen to them. They weren't asking me for money. They weren't asking me to solve their problems. They just wanted somebody to give them a few moments of their time, take them seriously, and listen to them. Not pretend to listen to them, but to actually listen to them. You know, the other day I came home after my first day of a 12-hour day in the legislature. And I came home to my wife, who was watching 3 kids under 3, and she started to tell me about the disaster of her day. The library wouldn't give her a card. She couldn't find the pharmacy. None of the kids would nap at the same time. And like Captain Super Husband, I leaped into action. I was going to find that pharmacy online. I was going to get her an electric bill. And she's like, "Yo, sweetie, I don't need you to solve my problems. I just wanted you to listen to what happened to me today." You know, I think that's all of us, that's all of the people who support this concept of one Washington want, okay? We don't expect a lot of our bills to be passed out, but we would like to be listened to every once in a while. And if every member availed themselves of this, that's 98 hearings of the thousands of hearings that are going to be heard this session. You know, Mr. Speaker, our constitutional framers believed in this concept. When they were drafting the Constitution, they put a provision in there that no matter how small the state, no how remote from Washington, no how few the populace, everybody got 1 seat in the House. So even my home state of Idaho, we get 1 person. Even Wyoming gets a seat at the table, and I think that's important. And maybe if constitutional history is not your forte, let me suggest a literary analogy. If you're like me, you probably read Lord of the Flies when you were a kid, and we all remember the story of Piggy. Pudgy Piggy. Broken glasses Piggy, awkward Piggy. But when Piggy got the conch, everybody had to listen to him. The stronger boys, the older boys, the bigger boys. If you had the conch, even if you were Piggy, you had to give him respect and listen to him for just a moment. So I ask my fellow members, don't we all get a chance to deserve to hold the conch at least once in the next 105 days? These principles are part of our history, Mr. Speaker. They're part of our culture. They're part of our values. Let's make them part of our rules. Thank you.
Thank you for the remarks.